Hello and welcome to another update video about ADA. So ADA, in the process of today's price action, did move higher. We talked about that in the previous video. We're going to take a look at if the targets were reached in a minute and if we can be confident that this is a third wave to the upside. At the moment we get into a few problems here and I'll talk about that. I had to move this wave 2 from here to here because we made a slightly lower low. That's not a problem. It's actually quite good for the chart, but there's a few problems we get. So first of all, Friday the 21st, I told you that the bear market low could be in. Of course, you always only know afterwards, but there was a potential there to see a strong recovery. Primary expectation was a bearish recovery. This has turned into something where we're now tracking the bullish potential. Again, this is not, let's say, not too high confidence yet, just because it hasn't broken above key levels, and I think more importantly, because the price action is a bit choppy. Okay, so I mentioned my concern about this move to the upside now a few times, but then again, as long as we're holding above the trend line, that's all fine. Problem is especially this wave 1, which is a bit choppy, not really impulsive. Then here the wave 3 is fine. Then the 4 and the 5 was also very weak. So it's all a bit not ideal. Then we actually came down a little bit too early in this wave 2. I would have liked to see a stronger wave 5 of 1. But okay, all of that is okay. But then now, you know, what are we doing now? Now we've moved up in this possible third wave, and we've moved up in what I would have to count as wave 1 here with wave 2. And then we're moving up in wave 3. But what would need to be the wave 3 target? So wave 3 target, to make it very likely that it's the wave 3, ideally I would like to see 45.5 cents. Now we only got to 44.2. We're now coming down and we're just avoiding an overlap with wave 1. So technically we could count this as wave 3, we could count this as a wave 4. Not really my favorite way of doing it, very unreliable. Wave 3 wasn't long enough, wave 4 is a bit too deep, so I'm going to dismiss that. The target would still be that 45.5 cent level for the wave 3, but the problem is this decline now, so we would have to count the wave 3 as a 1-2 already. 1-2, then there will be a 3 of 3, a 4 of 3, and a 5 of 3, and then that would push the wave 3 a bit higher. The problem is I don't like to count a 1-2 setup in a wave 3 of 3. Yeah, I don't really want to. It just gets very, very unlikely because it shows this is a very choppy chart. So it's not high confidence that we are going to move up here in this wave 3 yet. I have to tell you that. It's not high confidence yet. What could always happen is that this wave 2 isn't finished yet. Yeah, because it wasn't very deep, so it wasn't ideal anyway. So it could be, because at the moment this looks like a 3-wave move up, as you can see. Could be that the wave 1 peaked here as anticipated already. Then here the wave A down. This is a B up, an overshooting wave B, and then there will be one more wave C down. Keep an eye on that level. That would become my primary expectation if we drop below the yellow trend line. Until then, yeah, it's a bit of wait and see here. At the moment, as long as we're holding the 40.2 cent level in the short term, or 40.1, this wave 2 low, I think we can focus on higher, but with this strong decline, it's getting a little bit less likely. Target to the upside would, first target would be that 45.5 cent level for the third wave, maybe a little bit higher. But yeah, we also need to hold the support that I mentioned, and breakout point to the upside would be the 44 cent level to carry on with the third wave. So really bottom line is the chart structure as it develops is not clearly impulsive anymore. It's getting a bit choppy, raises concerns. Wave 2 in white here maybe wasn't finished yet, and that would be confirmed, or at least the indication is there that this is the case, because this move up is also not ideal as explained. Okay, that's my update about ADA. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye. Bye.